Hello, and welcome to Inklings with Irena, the weekly energy show connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. And today I want to talk about manifesting made easy. It's in the air, so it's like, let's just address the elephant in the room. If we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller, and I'm an intuitive energy guide, a spiritual life coach, and what I call an energy alchemist. My joy is bringing together many sacred practices and creating unique energy recipes for my clients and for all of those who tune in and play with me during Inklings. Now, my background is in yoga. I taught and have studied yoga for, going on 30 years now. Reiki master. I work one-on-one with clients, helping them learn how to use oracle cards and tarot cards in their business, tuning fork energy, crystals. Oh my goodness. So for me, this has been a very engaging and fun, playful journey where I love to bring these very unique recipes to you. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to play with manifesting because maybe you've noticed it's in the air. So as you hop on, let me know, do you make New Year's resolutions? New Year's resolutions are very interesting, but many of my clients are at this point where they're reflecting on the previous year and they're planning for the new year. Some of them love to do vision boards. Some of them love to have checklists for New Year's resolutions. Some of them just love to get into this playful way of using energy to manifest. And I want to share with you the key secret ingredients that I share with them that help them make their dreams come true. Now, to do this, there's definitely some playful steps involved. Hello, Tammy. So great to have you. And Juana, good morning. Great to have you as well. So the playful steps, when it comes to manifesting, there's a lot that we want to address when it comes to our value and are we worthy? Do we value ourselves? And I encourage you, when you come into this, the energy recipe, what I called it, and I'll explain why, is what's your pleasure, ma'am? I like to get sassy and a little bit of playfulness to it because we can get way too serious. And when it comes to manifesting, what I've discovered where resolutions and vision boards and words of the year leave us feeling just deflated is because many times when we work with vision boards, when we choose that word for the year, when we say, I'm going to manifest this dream, I've got this resolution, it's going to happen, we are in an energy of doing. We're reaching for it and we're trying to pull it to us and make it come into being. Now, that's one way of doing things, and sometimes it does work. But the way that I want to share with you today is a different approach to things. Now, I go back to the title, What's Your Pleasure, Ma'am? Because it's playful and cheeky. And what I've discovered when many clients come to work with me in the beginning, one-on-one, they've given so much of their, almost choice and love away out of a sense of responsibility and duty. So for example, moms have put their wants and desires aside for the betterment of their family. They put their family first. Or sometimes it's business. As entrepreneurs, we're bootstrapping and we're just trying to make it work. So we're not sleeping, we're not eating right, we're not moving our body. We're just trying to get everything out there and on time. There are moments where we become very disconnected with what we love. We may know what other people love, and maybe even as an empath, there are those moments where other people's energy comes in so intensely that we think we love something, and then we wake up to discover, wait a second, I don't love this. Who am I and where am I? I had an incredible session with a client yesterday and the Talking Heads song popped into her mind, which is perfect because it was that moment where, he wakes up and he's like, who is this beautiful wife? And this beautiful house and where am I? It's not mine. I thought it would be. We wake up and we're in a strange location. So one of the first things is really the keys in the title. What's your pleasure, ma'am? We want to playfully start to engage our second energy center, which is connected with our value and our worth and tuning into what do we love in this moment in time? What's lighting you up right now? So we're already starting to set the stage. Yeah, Wendy, that's right. How did I get here? I'm trying to remember the lyrics. Anyway, The first part of this little acronym, once you start to get into that value of what you love and how you see yourself, and I'm going to talk about the energy behind that in a second, the first thing is to make room. One of the biggest things coming up with my clients as they're setting their resolutions and making their vision boards, because they definitely do that and I support that. I've got a fun, different take on how to make vision boards. I use manifesting mandalas. It's a lot of fun. If you're curious, drop me a little heart emoji. Well, I shouldn't say hearts because you guys are so great. I love all these hearts. Drop me like a little thumbs up maybe in the comments, and I'll make sure that you get some information on that. But manifesting mandalas are interesting because you can build things on them like crystal grids to move into this a little bit more easily. But I digress. So many of my clients are at that point where they are making vision boards, or they are setting resolutions or choosing a word for the year. And to help those practices support my clients, the first thing I encourage them to do is to make room. Yes, there's a physical making room, right? We have to clear out the clutter in order to welcome new things into our house. Yes, there's the mindset issue. We want to address old thoughts and kind of like shape where we're thinking, but there's an energy component that rests beneath it. Something that was very interesting that came up working this week with one of my clients was she is offering a brand new opportunity to the people in her world. She's an amazing entrepreneur and has successfully run businesses for 25 years. And she wants to give back. And she's given back in the past, and she's been burned. When she wanted to do something from such a place of love and giving and opening her heart, the gift that was given, it wasn't received well. And this was a big gift. It reminds me, have you guys watched that new Meryl Streep show or movie? I think it's on Netflix, and it's something about the prom. And she, at one point, I hope it's a little bit of a spoiler, she gives away her, like she sells her house in order to open up an opportunity for this young girl. She does something selfless. And then the young girl was like, thanks, but I don't want that opportunity. And Meryl Streep's character is like, oh my God, I just gave up my dream house for you. I did something selfless and now you're not even taking the gift. What? Well, that can really cause some energetic scarring. And it's important to address that. So when I say make room, what I'm talking about is making energetic room so that the old stories, the old beliefs, the energy that's attached to what happened last year when you tried to make the resolution or the year before, it doesn't weigh you down or cause you to hiccup in your step forward. So one of the ways that I love to clear energy is my root flush fill technique, and that's in the link above. You can click that and grab that right away. It's my free gift to you. And then the second aspect of this, again, being a little cheeky, is attractive approachability. When we come to manifesting, sometimes with those vision boards and with those words, it's the reaching out energy. It's the let me just get this and pull it into me. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to wish it into being. I'm going to think it to be true. And what happens is that often when we're in a controlling space like that, we manifest things that we really don't want in the long run. We think we wanted it, but like that saying goes, be careful what you wish for, because we can manifest things that are not good for us, most definitely. This is where it's important to start to shift ourselves energetically into a space of no longer feeling or thinking that it's the thing, the place, the person, the job that's going to create the happiness in manifestation, that's going to create the success. Instead, you want to start to tune into the feeling. What would it feel like? Like, what feeling are you believing that that job is going to offer to you? Or if you live in this location, what's the feeling behind the reason to live there? Because there might be a feeling of wanting to live in the desert because you're just craving the heat and the warmth and to get out of that cold, snowy weather. But then you realize that the desert, your main focus, that wasn't necessarily the answer. Yes, you want warm places, but you realize, I really wanted humidity. I love humidity, by the way. Do you guys like humidity? I feel very odd saying that, but I love water in the air. Dry heat drives me bonkers. Anyway, I digress again. That attractive approachability means you're shifting that second energy center by the vibe you're putting out. You're getting into your feelings rather than your headspace of, I think I want this. I know I want this. And when you get into that feeling space, that's when you actually shift your vibration. And like the wonderful scientific methodology of entrainment, where I love the analogy of you have the grandfather clock in the clock shop, and when he swings, he's the strongest, weightiest one of them all. He gets all the other clocks into time, and they all sync up. So the idea is that the weighty one is the one that shifts the energy. He's not doing anything else, that grandfather clock, than being himself. He's setting his energy and tone, and everybody else is matching it around him. So when we get into manifesting, it's like, let's set our feeling tone. Where do we want to swing? How do we want to vibe? What feeling is it that we're looking to experience? Because we limit ourselves when we put a box or a container around that red Corvette's going to make me happy. And you realize, oh my gosh, it's so low to the ground. I can't drive up my driveway without scraping the bottom. I just know this because I have a girlfriend who has a red Corvette. She's 75 and she's a hot babe. She looks great in her red Corvette. Drive me nuts though, because coming up my drive, she can't drive up my driveway. Anyway, it's incredible when you start to tune into the feelings, because you realize that the thing might fall short of expectations. And that's when we get into that tricky space of manifesting things that really aren't fulfilling us. So get into that attractive approachability, set your feeling tone, your vibe, and then what happens is you attract it towards you rather than reaching out to grab it. And then the final part of the acronym, the M for ma'am, is mindful motion. And why do I say this? Well, motion is required. When it comes to manifesting, it very much is a dance between effort and surrender. Moments where we open to receive the gifts of the universe, and then those moments where the gifts come our way, but like if Amazon delivers a package to your front door, it's going to stay there unless you open the door, take the box into the house, open it up, and start using the product. Dreams and manifestations are like that. We can wish things into our life, okay, but we have to engage in this dance. It's a co-creation. So when I say, what's your pleasure, ma'am? I'm inviting you to playfully engage in the fun joy of manifesting with ease. Tune into how to make room, shed those old energetic scars and hiccups that keep you stuck in repeating past patterns. That's in the link above. Then tune into the feeling, the attractive approachability, vibrate at the energy signature, so to speak, of what you wish to create. So quick example, because you might be like, what the heck do you mean by that, Irena? Well, if you're wishing for more freedom in your life, start to feel as if you were free. What might that look like? Well, free to call your own schedule. And that you may not be able to do that with the 8 to 5 job, like during the 8 to 5 hours, but you're free to delegate how you use your time after 5 p.m. or on the weekends. And that's where you begin to play. And then that slowly expands and grows. Now that last M, the mindful motions, mindfully engage. So the way that you engage will also set the tone for what you bring into your life. If you mindfully move into, I'm going to grab this for me, or like nothing ever goes my way, forget it, I'm going to throw the baby out with the bathwater, then you miss out on the moment. That mindful motion is really about being aware of the gifts of grace that come across our path every day and choosing to engage with them. So thank you for tuning in. Oh, yay, Tammy, you love humidity too. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah, letting go. Oh, you've been watching The Crown. Oh, that's fun. Oh, excellent, Leanne. Oh, glad you printed yours. Yay. So I see some thumbs up. Yeah, time and space, super important for when it comes to manifesting. So thank you guys so much for coming to join me. If this was helpful for you, please share it with a friend now that we're at the beginning of this new year, and know how much it means to me that you're all here engaging and making magic as we move into this new and prosperous healthy new year for all of you. I'm sending that energy your way. All right, lots of love, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.